Hey, so it has been another month.
What in the ever-loving happened to MOSER August?
So I know that it's been pretty strange that I skipped a month, but personal stuff happened and I couldn't make the episode. So, all of what has been uploaded in August will be reviewed in this episode. Okay, I'm being annoying. Let's start this month's reviews. Good things about this episode. The backgrounds looked nifty. Not amazing, but pretty eye-pleasing. The voice acting was pretty good and the aesthetic in each scene was as it should be. However, I can't say I really enjoyed the episode, as there are major things that need fixing. Writing was all over the place, and characters are really boring. Either one is extremely annoying, like Candle, who didn't even have a reason to complain so much, or Pine Tree, who just feels like he's getting angry at nothing, or even Microphone, who didn't help the challenge and is basically the most annoying one just for the sake of being annoying. Or they are ridiculously bland, like Jetpack, who is a Mary Sue, or like Permanent Marker, who was just really uninteresting. The challenge was used in way too many shows before and made me really not enjoy the episode, as it was the same scenario as every other show had it. The name of the teams sounds like they were made up in the last 5 minutes. The voice acting was generally okay. I only have to complain about Snapchat, the microphone quality was bad. And the animatic, I really disliked it. Every other scene was a different style, legit no scene was the same scene. It made everything just so confusing and highly noticeable. I suggest making proportions in one style and then saying it to everyone to make sure they follow them. And when everyone were standing on the mats, they all had the same blank pose, and I really dislike how they were all the same, showing no personalities, no interactions between characters, just same blank pose. Same goes to that part where they all had the same angry face. So to sum up, I'm gonna give 2.5 points for writing, 4.5 points for voice acting, 2 for animatic, 4 for design, 4 for aesthetic, making a total of 16 out of 25 points. Now onto the next review. Oh god, I'm having a nostalgia attack. Legit though, this was something I've been waiting for to come out for so long, ever since it has been announced for voice acting and animator editions. The introduction of new and returning characters was done in a way that you could see how they are alike and giving them interactions with a lot of people, rather than 2 to 3. There also were some really clever jokes, and I did enjoy the aspect of the episode. Although, I still had some problems with it, one being that Notebook didn't get that much screen time as the other contestants, which really sucks as he's one of my favorites. Got a personal complaint here. Another one being the fact that the challenge was the exact same for episode 13, and it felt like the challenge was out of last minute. Also, the challenge was only like 5 minutes, which made it feel rushed. The voice acting was really good, probably burned up mine. Although I did have a problem with Shamrock, as he was pretty hard to understand. The same goes with Toon, due to his vocoder. I'm sure it'll be fixed by next episode though. I really have no complaints about the animation. It was all consistent and I didn't really see any errors. The design of both the assets and the backgrounds looked really dope and I didn't see anything wrong with it as well. And the aesthetic was good for each scene. Different yet suiting. So to sum up, I'll give writing 4 points, voice acting gets 4 points, animation, design, and aesthetic are all getting 5, which gives 23 out of 25 points in total. Now onto the next review. Literally, what the f***? I have no other way to describe what happened in MFB 14. The writing was like usual BP writing, jokes that never for fat, a creative aspect that is going through the roof, and apparently they can be incredibly emotional. Although, I did feel like one character got out of really bad light, and that is Spongy. Spongy basically left his teammates to die, and also the entire world. He's also the one that caused it, due to his jump in the lake. Basically, becoming my least favorite character. I honestly think they should develop him more. Another thing I liked is how Ions can detect golf balls near, so they started out leaving the other direction. And the fact that they wrote the message to her, honestly, that was really clever. I liked the number of self-sacrifices there were in this episode, Mommy, Coiny, Book, and that's just to name a few. I did feel like the pin and book scene was too forced, if that makes sense. It's like there wasn't a lot of development leading to it. I really do like how Blad's finally up for elimination, as it has been 14 episodes and they didn't lose a member until now. Also, is Death Pact ever coming back? Does anyone know? I mean, if the entire golf ball factory is connected to 4, then does that mean there is somewhere in the universe? Jesus, what a headache. The animation in the episode was as always amazing, although there was a pretty noticeable scene and that was pretty out of the BFB style. Kind of made me annoyed that it happened, but I'm sure it was just a one-time thing. So to sum up, I'm gonna give 4 points for writing, 5 points for voice acting, 4 for animation, and 5 for both aesthetic and design. And I'm adding 5 points for the usual amazingly creative aspect that there is in every BFB episode. Total of 20 out of 25 points. Now on to the next review. So, after 9 months, the episode is finally out. This episode was The Big Change, in which the show was switching from PowerPoint to Flash, and honestly worked really well. So the writing in the episode has definitely improved. The challenge is original, and I'm pretty sure it was the first time volleyball was an actual challenge. The plot of the show is really intriguing, especially with Lantern being so fake, saying stuff he doesn't really mean to say and just looking like an idiot, and the codes that are sometimes hidden in the episodes. Also with Jack's consistent glitches. I do have to say though, I didn't really like the fourth wall breaking and the fact that they were aware of the style of the show changes. And there was only one contestant that I didn't like at all in the episode, and that is Quince. He was way too much of a complainer than he already is, basically thought he was above everyone and didn't have any explanation on why. He made everyone do something he failed at and then blamed them for it. I really don't like egotistical characters, as you can tell. So I didn't really enjoy his screen time. Voice acting was actually really good, again except for mine. I don't think there was any that I didn't like. I do gotta say, Drinking Bird's voice actor deserves an award. The animation was honestly really good, everything was smooth, the lip syncing was on point, there were different perspectives in each scene, and it was very visually appealing. The same goes for the design aspect. Backgrounds changed significantly, but they still look really good. The assets as well. It's crazy how smoothly the transition went from the PowerPoint assets to the new Flash ones. So to sum up, I'm gonna give writing 4.5 points, voice acting gets 5, animation design and aesthetic gets 5 as well, making it a 24 out of 25 points in total. Now on to the last review. Alright, so this show improved massively. The writing is simultaneously hilarious and interesting. Like in the start, with Squirt Gun and Strawberry showing Biz and Pizza fighting when you were expecting Squirt Gun to run away. After Biz took over, I was really interested in what he's gonna do and how he's going to manage the show. I do feel like the challenge was rushed and was way too fast, thanks to Diamond. Speaking of Diamond, I did like his personality and his strategy. It's a character I want to see develop more. I didn't like how the eliminated contestants have to apologize to rejoin. It's really repetitive and boring. Honestly, that's one of the reasons I liked Crown. She was honest and didn't need to say sorry. Voice acting was okay-ish. There were a lot of voices that were the exact same or really close to one another, but it's really distracting. I really do think the show should get more voice actors. Besides, I think that Biz's voice is annoying and it needs a bit of editing for next time. It just sounds like someone puts their hand to their mouth and starts speaking. The animation was really good, especially for a hand-drawing style object show. I was legit impressed with a lot of scenes. Same goes for the design, although I do really dislike how it's the same background at every scene. Maybe just make a few more to use and differentiate in some scenes. And I do dislike how it's using only BFB music at the exact same places that the music would usually go, like the voting screen for example. It really makes it feel less original and more of a copy. So to sum up, I'm gonna give writing 4.5 points, voice acting 3.5 points, animation gets 5 points, design gets 2 points, and aesthetic gets 4 points, ending up with a total of 19 out of 25 points. So, that is all for this episode of Moser. I hope I reviewed everything. Remember, if there is any show I should be on the lookout for, leave it as a comment. You can also join my Discord server. I am much more active there and it's a pretty lit server. See you in Spooktober.